All right, let's get hype. Second round of the semifinals. Munqst going full aggro. Crawler's on the line. Phoenix is right there. Take tower immediately. Exciting. We're going to see some pure aggro shoved down to a one's throat. We'll see if they can handle it.
Interesting that I'm really not a fan of this round one opener from Red. Like, committing one side. Although, like, maybe he doesn't expect Munqst is, like, going to rush every game. Because everyone else knows this. But, like, kind of ballsy. It looks really unfortunate here.
I've seen this plenty of times. With the idea just being, I think, that, okay, you took my tower. But you probably killed none of my units by the time you got over to my other side. So the tower debuff didn't really do much. And then all my units are clumped.
Well, that's exactly what happened. So,
yep.
Your points. Yep. That's a good point. And then you have next turn just to like full commit to the right side, and you probably stabilize into a good position.
Snap picks from both people.
Sledge is very scary, I think.
Yeah, deployment spec for Munqst.
So what does Munqst, does he commit into arc carry against Sledge? I don't know. What's his game plan? Arcs? Phoenixes?
He was the Crawley boys. Wow.
Big flank here. Pulls a crawler.
Yeah, he's just going all in on one side. Seems reasonable.
Oh wow, doing the mobile beacon play to just stall out right side. We'll see if it's enough.
Seems like it'll be good for at least a little bit. Dragging all the crawlers. Mass migration. Is this the new tech?
It just stalls, really. Is it worth $100?
Oh,
I don't
didn't
know.
really do. Yeah, didn't really do much. And you'd have to say is it worth $200 because those crawlers aren't really doing anything otherwise.
That is true. It's probably beneficial chaff later, but got a flank though. Yeah. Really? This is spicy already. This is way too much spice compared to the first two games.
Yeah.
Laser sight from Red and sub stang from Munqst. Probably a good pickup, but into Sledge, it might be rough, at least initially.
I told B-Man I was rooting for him, and he said, thank you all. God, he's the man of the people.
He's got such wholesome responses. We're borrowing for fortification level 3. What in the fuck is going on here? This is the Japanese strats.
The Japan technology.
Holy shit! This is mind-boggling. Wow, what is Munqst gonna do? Will he buy a single ball? Let's find out.
Holy crap! This got so. And then look at the crawler running everything to the right. This is insane! This might be the greatest game of Mechabellum I've ever seen.
I agree. I've definitely never seen anything this psychotic before, but I respect it. Semi-finals?
Genius.
Well, we'll see.
This is genius. Look how good this is.
It's a free fortress, basically, right?
Free.
Don't worry about the fact that he borrowed for it. It's free. Look at it. Look at the stalling. Holy shit.
Oh my god. I think I found my new favorite player.
I gotta give him a ticket just for that. I'm sorry. I want Munqst to win, but like that play deserves a ticket. Mass produce Rhino. Holy fucking shit. It doesn't end. He's gonna boom him. No boom. Okay.
This player's the greatest player ever. I need someone to translate his name because he's gonna go down in infamy.
Yeah, for sure. What are we doing with rhinos, though? That's what I'd like to know. Alright, we gotta... Monk said, we're not touching this right tower. We're going left tower now, bud. It's free. So the plan worked. It scared Munqst off.
Alright, so takes mass deployed rhinos and builds one of them?
I don't know where his
Curious
rhino
turn.
is. Oh, yes, a rhino on the flank.
Yeah. Munqst is getting gummed up on the left side. No way he's ever taken the tower on the right side. Our Japanese hero is doing pretty good.
Apparently, Google Translate says this is the end. What a name.
Wow. This is the end.
That
End
is
game
true.
of Mechabellum. We're seeing the end, the solved end game of Mechabellum.
So somehow right side tower goes down, which is enough to give Munqst the round here.
With this, it's over. Is that the name? That would make sense. We should have known this guy was going to be a legend after he had the ball profile pick.
True, the real ball gamer is. I think the mass prod rhino is maybe an econ thing because you're gonna have to overcommit for a rhino more than the cost of a rhino. So I don't hate it. Respect it. And there's a billion phoenixes, it seems, for the sledgehammers.
Only 2 mass-produced rhinos so far. I'm a little disappointed from our Japanese player.
This is two reasonable amounts of rhinos.
Yeah.
Monk's using, what, 2 missiles here, it seems? Trying to understand this play. There's a crawler and then a sentry. Is it supposed to bunch up the crawlers? I would imagine.
The God Tower is tanking. It's going down. Oh no!
Monks has a bit too much birds now with levels, so don't know if it's worth the price in the end.
Tower debuff worn off. Very even match.
I think
The mass-produced Rhino's
long-term-
coming in after his
his
victory.
punching. Long term, I think Monks has better clear because, like, what do sledges do late game? So I think it's still pretty clean round for Monks.
Yeah, I think it's time for a higher level tower.
I agree. Or a Vulcan with amp core. That's basically a higher level tower.
Put it behind the tower so the tower tanks for your Vulcan.
I don't hate it. Getting the range from Phoenixes, Mustangs, and Vulcans.
On a serious note, definitely looking pretty scary for Munqst.
Another borrow, though.
Phoenixes are gross. The Mustangs are gross. This is just a very well-rounded comp.
Yeah, I
from
agree.
Munqst.
Good units everywhere.
Good units everywhere. You have to wonder if the mass-produced Rhino was worth it for the Japanese player. He sold one of his flanks. maybe got a little caught up.
It made him have to react to flanks, but I don't know if it's paying off.
Yeah. Especially with deploy spec for Munqst, I don't think he cares.
We got an Amp-Core Phoenix, though, instead of an Amp-Core Mustang, which is interesting. Does help take down the Vulcan faster, though.
Wow. Tower getting deleted. Munqst is looking extremely overwhelming right now.
Yeah, I think he's up big on Econ, too. No Boros, no... Like, he did some missiles, but I think overall he's up maybe 100 or 200.
At least.
Damn,
Right.
143 HPs. Strike spec? From Red? I don't know what he's planning. It's going to be hard to do any meaningful flank here, I think, against Munqst.
Interesting. Is he gonna move that Vulcan? Nope, just keeps it right there. Munqst adding in forts. I think that's reasonable. Some good oil from our Japanese player. Now he's got to make sure he wins the left. This could be the round that turns it all around. Gets a bunch of experience for all of his units.
He's got some scary sledges on the left. 2 level 3s.
Yeah. You gotta ask yourself what they're accomplishing, though. Are those levels doing much? They're pretty much just hitting forts, which don't really care. And then Mustangs, which definitely don't care about the levels.
True, true. Although it's just more
But it-
HP to chunk through.
It
For
is a lot of
both.
HP to chunk through, for sure.
I'm so confused about strike spec, though.
He's gonna eventually use it.
How do you even get in, though? What are you doing? A Vulcan Fortress flank? Like, how do you get through Mustang, Crawler, Phoenix?
Easy. If anyone can figure out, it's your Japanese player.
True, fair enough. You got the 4 barriers, though. We sold off the Phoenix to get the Amp Core, it seems.
Fort barriers look very good. Japanese player's gonna have to ride this wave of momentum, because the fire definitely carried him last round.
Javelin should take care of the big nano fort, though.
Yeah.
Getting temp range and speed and borrows for Munqst. He's looking to close out.
Ooh, we get a dance. Vulcan dance. That's very exciting.
I'm assuming that's to, like, not get locked on to the fortress, maybe?
Yeah, it can be quite good just to sort of keep clearing the chaff for an extra amount of time. Also, it messes with some aggro from certain units.
Getting subterranean, which is interesting, and missile spam that's fortunately not going to do anything. It clears a bunch of crawlers.
Alright, decent start for the Japanese player. Clearing the right side well. Left side's looking gross, though. Can he get through it? He's stuck on a barrier.
The Vulcan is hiding behind the tower. Maybe that's the thinking.
Yeah,
Look at
he
him.
doesn't want to...
He's-
You will never get this.
This might be the new tech I have to pull out. Hide my Vulcan behind a fortified tower. That's insane.
Alright. And Munqst pulling out the W. Takes round 1 against some innovative play from the Japanese player.
maybe a little too fancy here. Maybe a little too cute.
Maybe a little
But
too
I do
fancy.
appreciate the
Yeah.
schmooze. It has inspired some ideas, I think.
Yep, yep. So let's give a little recap here. But the Japanese player
Predictions are up,
had
by
a
the way.
really clean Swiss set of rounds. Pretty much dominated throughout, with only one loss. And then Munqst also looked very in control. From what I had seen, all of the 2-1 players had played pretty much straight standard play. So Munqst has been talking a big game of he's going to hit everyone with aggro every single round. He's offered a ball pack. He could take it if he wants to. Quick supply spec from... Yep, there's the... Or, sorry, a giant spec pack from Munqst.
I
This
think
is a little interesting.
he's
gonna
been doing
play
a lot
aggro.
of sledge boats. I've seen him running out of this. So maybe we'll see this.
I'd love to see some sledge boats. Is he going to turn this into a fang carry as well? Wow, Sledge is on the line.
That's definitely one way to place your Sledge.
You gotta love this.
Wasn't Monk saying, I really don't like the ball on the line, it gets missiled, yada, something, something? It is boat
don't know.
space, though, potentially.
Quad Sledge defense from our Japanese player.
It's pretty strong, round one.
Seems very strong. It's hard to imagine that Munqst is going to be able to win round one. Crawlers
He's
are all
down
bumped
200.
up, making for pretty easy clear on the sled or by the Sledge player.
Which Sledge player? They're both
Yeah,
Sledge players.
the Quad Sledge
The
player.
real
One is-
Sledge gamer.
Yeah, the real Sledge gamer. Only one is a real Sledge gamer.
He's got field maintenance, so you know he's a Sledge enjoyer. I guess.
Both snap pick enhancement module, but this looks like it's going to greatly favor a Japanese player. He's going to be first to get levels and start taking advantage of that enhancement module sooner.
Looks like we're getting some type of Fang carry.
We're definitely getting a fang carry from what I'm seeing.
We got preemptive flank missiles.
Yeah, triple fang deploy for Munqst.
Did we just get a
Flank
single Phoenix purchase?
Yeah, and flank protection. He double missiled his flanks. Definitely interesting. This round's looking a little bit better for Munqst.
I wouldn't expect him to win this round since it's just like a million fangs into Sledge, but maybe once
Yeah,
he
I
gets
wouldn't
techs
expect it
and
either.
levels.
But Munqst is going to really need to grab a level. He did get one level, okay. So he won't fall too far behind on the enhancement module battle. Alright, some reasonable picks. Munqst feels he has to go speed. Both get levels. Japanese player maybe deciding whether he wants to stonk his blue Sledge. Decides not to. Not even taking the level. Not placing the amp core. Some really curious play.
Got the Amcor on a Sledge.
Chucks the amp core on a Sledge but didn't want to level it.
I guess
Fascinating.
the money just doesn't work out. I guess he really wants his Stormcallers behind the tower.
Yeah.
It's interesting positioning. And then he wants it lined up, I think.
He wants to flank with the Phoenix as well. Okay, boat was bought by Munqst. It looks
Reads the flank, which is
pretty
nice.
good. The enhancement module for the boat could also start being insane. Munqst is going to kill a lot of blue sledges with his Overlord, so maybe that's going to be good enough to grab a level.
Oh yeah, giant spec enhancement module is definitely very scary.
This boat could definitely get a level by the end of the round.
Oh, for sure. If he looks at these Stormcallers, should be enough.
Wow.
70
I would say
XP.
the momentum has swung massively in Monk's favor now. You have to wonder why the Japanese player didn't want to stonk his other sledge, or at least level up the Amp Core sledge.
Maybe he wants to just like giga level a Sledge, but I don't know how strong that is. We will see.
If you did want to do that though, wouldn't you want to take a tech on a sledge then?
I think so, yeah. Maybe it's too early, but I've seen, maybe it's a 2-1 thing. I've seen like it's weird that like someone will just keep the enhancement module always on it, even though it's not that insane. Like it just will have a level 4 Phoenix, I guess, one game. Not
yeah,
horrible.
so Munqst has put the enhancement module on the boat, which is going to be pretty backbreaking. We still have quite a few. Japanese player took the sell button to sell one of his Phoenixes on the flank that was failed. And then still have 6 levels worth of sledges for the Japanese player, but no tech on them, which is a bit of a head scratcher.
I guess he's just relying on the Phoenix for this level 2 boat, which is definitely
maybe this is
scary.
This could just be a growing pains round. He knows he's not going to be able to solve his problems in one round and has just sort of accepted. Yeah, this is just looking so gross. What do you do against this?
Well, you got 2 problems. You got a boat problem. You got a money problem.
Yep.
Well, 3. You got a money problem and you got a Fang problem, which
Yep.
for now it's like Sledge Storm is fine into Fangs, but like definitely not a long-term solution.
Exactly. 100%. You're really hoping for Mustangs in the long run against Fangs. As soon as Munqst clicks that shield button, if there's no Mustangs around, it's going to be an auto win.
There may be a double level on the Overlord. We'll see. I don't know how math works, but maybe this is enough. Oh, it looks like it is, I think.
Nope.
Oh, wait, what is this? He's short like 300 XP. That's so close.
Alright, we got a game still. Round 5, top supply offered. Both take it. Bit interesting. You would assume one player would decide to maybe try and end sooner. Both players see themselves as the econ. So the stonking of the sledges has started.
Into melters. I mean, melter is good into boats. He doesn't really have the best or quick sledge solution or a bang solution. Like anything that's like reliable at least.
Wow, an instant lock on from the Japanese player. I think that there's some somewhat of a chance now.
Should be getting, yeah, Melter's already got a level here, so Econ will be back. Assuming the Stomp goes on it.
But yeah, the sledges are starting to fall behind. Tower's being tickled. Wow. Monk still wins the round. I'm assuming?
Yeah, this smelter's going to work. One fang at a time.
And there's just enough sledges to... Alright. So 500 HP damages. And then the boat did not level because of the instant lock-on. Very smart.
Probably worth a double missile if you think about it. It's 100. I
Munqst
guess.
wants out. Okay, he sells the boat. Japanese player starts enhancement module on melting point.
Munqst buys 4 sledges into a range of Vulcan. This is very good timing here for red.
Sarcasm.
Well, the timing is good for the red. I would rather be red right now, I think.
Really?
Vulcan Melter. Monks hate Vulcan Melter.
Alright.
Getting
Monks
borrows for
maybe
range.
being a little bit scared and starts chucking down some missiles. Japanese player also wants some missiles.
Monks is range and speed.
Vulcan doing a little bit, not enough though.
Yeah, he got melted pretty fast here with all the
Yeah.
fangs. Tower's going down. Melter
Now
will
this
probably
is-
drop.
Just praying that Japanese player praying he can mitigate as much damage as possible here. You have to assume some form of fire is coming out next round, right?
Yeah, Ensign is more expensive, but there's 3 storms, so it's probably fine if you do firestorms.
Monks with a difficult decision. Is he going to go for Giant Hunter or Portable Shield, I'm assuming is his...
Giant Hunter's
Questions.
probably greedy.
Whoa.
Emeg the
Blast.
range.
Interesting.
Scorch is... I mean, HE Stormcallers, now we're getting the 201.
Whoa.
201 techs
Whoa,
here.
whoa.
Spicy. That's the new fire. And there's a billion
Triple
boats.
buys boats. Text them.
I'd say it does seem a lot weaker. If you had to do a boat push, it makes sense to do this, I think. So
It's
Boros for
looking-
speed.
Quite powerful for Munqst.
No shield. It's going to shut off all the techs that were purchased. And some. No more range for your whole team.
No more Scorch. Your Giants are dead.
No HE.
Tower.
Very important.
Wow.
Will it be enough to close out?
It's looking like enough.
Yeah. 1200.
It's very
14.
close. He's got to kill a few sledges, I think, to stay alive. Okay, he's fine.
He's got to be like 100 HP now, right? 300. Monks buys like 3 more boats. It should be game over, I think. I don't think there's anything Red could do about that.
One of the most fascinating things about this matchup is that Munqst has been the slower player to pick techs pretty much all around. Munqst known to be one of the fastest players. And yet the
For
Japanese
techs?
player decides he knows exactly what he wants.
Interesting choice to go Photon. Just, I guess, to keep your sledges alive a little bit longer. I think Wasp Summoning would have been way better.
Wow. Triple buy on Fangs from Japanese player and throws him in the back.
I think his Wasp threat is the thinking, I'm assuming. It's the only thing that I can think of, which is something to definitely think about. Like, you ought to lose if you don't handle wasps, but looks kind of rough.
Temp speed, temp range, no loan from the Japanese player.
He's probably feeling very confident, I guess. Big instant round.
Vulcans just pop though.
Yeah, same with the melter. So it's basically boats versus melter. Can this blue melter keep a red in the video game?
Alright, locked onto one boat. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. And with that, Munqst has punched his ticket. A full contrast of styles, Munqst being the only aggro player in the... Well, I guess you can't say that B-Man's not an aggro player.
The most aggressive gamer
The most
in the
aggressive
tournament,
player.
I would say.
Convincing win by Munqst.
Yeah, clean series from Munqst. 501 looking to be, again, the best region. We will see.